Hello guys, welcome to my channel.
Hello guys, in this video we are going to learn the concept of binding adapter, that is a part of data binding. So with the help of binding adapter we will load the image from the internet in this image view. So how the binding adapter work and how we can use this concept in our application, we are going to learn this. For downloading an image from the internet we have to use the glide. If you type on browser glide dependency, then you have a first link, you go there in this link, and here just from the GitHub you copy the dependencies that is required for glide. Glide is the library that used to download images from the internet. So we have to add this in the Gradle file like this, and we have to change this to KEPT. And remember that we have to enable the data binding also true, and we have to add this Kotlin KEPT line. Then we have to synchronize. So I think library is synchronized. Now we have to convert our layout, this layout, to data binding layout. So right click on this, show contact action, and convert to data binding. Data binding has been converted. Now we have to go to this, and first of all we have to create one data class. So I'm creating here a data class with URL. I say image URL class, that is data class, and in this data class we have only one variable, that is, we can say URL string. Only one is there, string type. Okay, data class. Now we have to create the object of this here. So I say variable, and here I say image URL, and the class for that is image URL, and we have to give the proper complete path. So that path we have to copy. We can copy from this file. Here copy this, and here we add the full path dot this. URL is ready. Now we need to create a adapter file that will link with image. So binding adapter, now we have to right click here, and I have to create a Kotlin file. Remember, we have to create a Kotlin file, that is load image URL. Remember, Kotlin file, not a class. Load image URL. Then we have a file here, and here we have to create a function starting from image view. Remember, we have to take image view because we are creating adapter for image. That's why we have to use image, then dot, and you give any name whatever you want. I am giving load image URL. You can give any name whatever you want, and I pass here URL of string type. That URL will come and I will load the image from the glide. So I say glide dot. So glide, we have to load this library dot, then we say with function, then here we have to pass the context, then we have to load, and here we have to pass the URL, and then we have to into, and we say this means image view. So we have to here use with now adapter, we have to make it a bind adapter. So I say binding adapter, and here I pass the name of the function load image URL. Remember, I am typing here name of the function. With this function we will access the value in the gallery. So here for image view we say load image URL. Remember, we have created this here and this value is coming here. Now here we have to pass this with the help of image URL dot URL. We have to pass it here. So image URL will be downloaded from the internet and this image will pass here, and now we have to pass and we have to create first of all binding object, and then we have to pass this URL to the binding adapter. So now I have to create binding activity main binding. Activity main binding like this. Activity, this file is not main, that's why this file is gallery. Activity gallery image binding, sorry. So we have to this follow this name, activity gallery image, and then binding. This class will come here, and now we have to take the create a object by using binding data binding util dot, then we have to pass this here. This we have to import. So data binding util, then set content view, and here we have to pass this. So object has been creating for binding. Now for binding dot image URL, you see image URL, this object we have created here, this name, and I have to pass the object of this image. So for that I have to first of all create a data class that is image URL, this object image URL, and I have to create the object of image URL, and here I have to pass URL. This URL I am passing here, and this image URL I am passing here, like this. Now we have to pass life cycle owner, that is this. So you have to pass the life cycle owner also, and this URL of data class we have passed here image URL, and this is coming here, and with the help of this object and with the help of binding adapter we have passed the value. Now if I will run this program, you will see that the image will be loaded from the internet in place here. So we see and run it. You see images coming, and if I try to run this image on internet, you will see the same result. So same image, this image is available on internet, and if I run this application we have this image also, but I am not using any code. Remember, I am using this adapter, binding adapter like this, and this binding adapter automatically downloading this image from the internet, and with the help of this object of data binding we are using here, with the help of adapter we are loading this URL, and automatically this image is coming from the internet. And remember that in manifesto file we have to ask the internet permission also. We are not asking the camera permission, but we have to pass the internet permission also to run this. So that's all in this video. Thank you for watching this video.